Out of 8 billion people, only 1% of them are millionaires. What makes that 1% a millionaire? This video is not about top 12 books. This video is a guide to become the top 1%. Imagine you are in a running race in which the winner gets a prize money of 1 crore and second gets 50 lakhs, third get 25 lakhs and the rest 4, 5, 6, 7 gets 1 lakh each. What do you aim for? I am sure you're gonna aim for the 1 crore, isn't that right? Even if you had no experience in running. Let me change the situation. Considering you are a working professional, what is your dream position? Comment down. Most of you say, right now I'm a software engineer or a team lead. I want to become a manager or an architect. Why can't you dream of becoming a CEO? Dreaming is for free and you are going to become what you dream of. Then why you're setting a limit? There is a quote. Successful people are not measured in kilos or their college degree or their family background. They are measured by the size of their thinking. Most people don't even think big. They don't even dream of having $1 million. For that, the magic of thinking big. Thinking big is the first and foundational step to become the top 1%. If you miss that, then there is no hope. And the second will be desire. For that, think and grow rich. In 15th century, a Spanish king called Hernan led a small army of 600 men by ships to conquer Mexico. After reaching Mexico, Spanish soldiers are frightened by the size of Mexican army. Hernan ordered to burn down their own ships. After burning down the ships, the king said, "I know you're frightened by the size of enemy's army, but we are winning this war. We have something, the ultimate power, which the enemies does not have. It is the desire to live. As you can see, our ships are burning in fire. If you want to live, you have only one option, to conquer this land and live." Second thing is the burning desire to live, to earn, to achieve something, which helps us to do things others are feared of doing. And there's a quote, you're going to become what you repeat every day. So repeat until it becomes your desire. For that, think and grow rich. You may say, desire, desire, desire. I love a lot of things. What should I focus on? Your Ikigai. Ikigai is a kind of profession or a skill you would love to do, even for free. I am not talking about cricket. Wait for a few seconds. Ikigai is like a chart with 4 circles, which has what you love, what you're good at, what can pay you, what world needs. For example, you love cricket and you're damn good at it. Then that's your passion. For example, you are good at coding and you can get paid for it. Then it's your profession. The world needs a coder and you can get paid for it. Then it's your vocation. You love sharing your knowledge and the world needs it. Then it's your mission. Ikigai is a combination of passion, profession, vocation, mission. For example, you love teaching. You are good at it. You can get paid for it. The world really needs a good teacher. Then that's your Ikigai. If you're watching this video until now, that means you love my content. So don't forget to like, share and subscribe. To live a happy life, doing what you love is not enough. You also need how to maintain your money. For that, Rich Dad, Poor Dad tells you the difference between a rich guy and poor guy mindset. It's not about how much money you make. It's about how much money you can save. It mainly focuses on difference between an asset and a liability. Asset is something which puts money in your pocket and liability is something which takes out money from your pocket. And your main goal is to increase your assets and reduce your liabilities. Assets are like stocks, bonds, real estate, rental income, machines, which puts money in your pocket. That's it. Liabilities are car loans, credit card bills, car for your personal use, home loans. You should maintain your balance sheet in such a way that your asset column should be full and your liability should reduce. And the money you're getting from the asset column should fulfill your expenses, which makes you financially free. Understanding human psychology to make money is okay, but what about the psychology of money? For that, psychology of money. Let's play a game. Who is the rich man? There are 2 friends, Ramesh and Suresh. Ramesh has luxury cars, big house, luxury items everywhere. But all those luxury items are bought in EMI, so he need to pay. While Suresh does not have any luxury items, but he has few assets, which makes him a good amount of money. What do you think? Who is the rich? Ramesh or Suresh? I know you are saying Suresh, but you are trying to become a Ramesh. This book tells us how money works, and there is a quote in this book which I really like. A true wealth is not something you see. After reading Rich Dad Poor Dad, Psychology of Money, you have a good idea on how money works. But to maximize your money, you need the ultimate superpower, the compounding effect. For example, you have two options, 30 crores now or a magic penny which doubles every single day for the next 30 days. What would you choose? Comment down. Let's analyze the magic penny. On the first day, you'll end up with 1 rupee. Second day, 2. Third day, 4. Fourth day, 8. On 15th day, you'll end up with 16,300. It's too less. But at the 25th day, you'll end up with 1 crore 67 lakhs. There's a large gap between 30 and 1 crore. But on the day of 30, you'll end up with 53 crores 68 lakhs, which is 23 crores 68 lakhs more than the first option. This is the power of compounding. A penny which doubles is a quite unrealistic thing. But if you invest in stock market with 13 to 15% returns, which will compound over the time of 30 to 40 years, in the same way as story. What do you think? Only money will compound? No, everything will compound. Having knowledge about money doesn't make you rich. You need to apply it. To get successful, the most important thing is habits. The atomic habit. Compound your habit just like your money. British is considered as a poor cycling team. The last gold medal they won is 1908. The situation is so bad in 2003, even cycle manufacturers are not even ready to give their cycles to the players. So they hired David as a coach in 2003. He believed in one philosophy, 1% better every day. We can calculate this philosophy. If you're 1% better every day, by the end of the year, you will be 37% better. If you're 1% poor every day, and by the end of the year, you will be at 0. First, he did same things as others do, making the tires light, changing the seats, monitoring their vitals. Then he did things that no one could think of. He hired a doctor to teach them how to wash their hands. And he tried different massage gels to figure out that which will work better to reduce the pain. He tried different pillows which helps them to sleep, and they used to carry these pillows to the hotels wherever they go. And he estimated that we are going to win in the next 5 years. Win in the second year itself, second year, third year and fifth year, so on. In the 2012 Olympics, in 9 years, they won total of 70% medals in cycling, which is a huge improvement compared to having 0 medals to 70% of medals. Now you want to do lot of things, but you will have less time. For that, eat the frog first, which will teach you prioritizing the things. Imagine you have to eat a big and ugly frog every day. When you are going to eat it, the most people will spend their whole day worrying about eating the frog, and they eat it by the end of the day. And think, how do you feel if you complete the most important task and the hardest task in the first thing in the morning? You feel happy, energized. So eat the frog first. And focus on the 6 P's. Proper prior planning prevents poor performance. There's a quote, a dumb guy with a plan always beats a genius with no plan. Divide your task into 4 categories, A, B, C, D. A is the most important task, which should be done in the morning. B is less important compared to DA. C is a task which you can give to others. D is a task you can neglect it. You can prioritize like this. After some times, you know what is the first thing to do and what is the last thing to do. But the more work you do, the more you need to manage. For that, 80-20 principle, the Pareto principle. We all have 2 friends, one who studies every single day and he ends up in the average, and one who never studies but always comes on first. We always think that studying more makes us smart, but the reality is studying the most important thing makes us smart. We don't need to do all things in your life. Some things are not important. We can do them later, so skip those things and focus on the top 20% which are more important. Now you're doing everything, still nothing seems going in your way. Then you need the paradise of pipeline. In an Italian village, there are 2 brothers, Bruno and Pablo. The dream is to become the richest man in the village. One day they got a job in which they need to carry a bucket of water from the nearby river for 1 penny. Bruno was so happy with this job, but Pablo was confused because it is really hard to carry those buckets. So he decided to build a pipeline from the river to the village. But Bruno said it is a bad idea. So Bruno continued on his work on bringing buckets. But Pablo used to work on the pipeline for half time and on the buckets for half time. After a few years, nothing seems to go in Pablo's way. But Bruno became rich by carrying the buckets. But Pablo has no money because he needs to build a pipeline. But he worked for a few more years. Pablo completed the pipeline. Now he does not need to work anymore. Now no one wants to pay Bruno because they can get continuous water for cheap. Sometimes everything you do seems useless. But if you can see the bright future with that, continue working on it. After learning and working on things, gradually humans forgot the reason why they have started. At that time, book go-giver mentality. What if I say you are going to be successful only if you have the go-giver mentality? I know most of you laugh, but let me explain. Any successful company in this world, they are successful because they are solving a problem. I know most of you think starting a business means building a wonderful product new to this world. If you even do that, you will fail. Zomato started because they want to deliver food for the people who are in a situation where they can't get out and grab food from a restaurant. Ola, Uber, Rapido are started so that people get safe and secure rides for cheap rates. Every successful organization or a person is successful because they have go-giver mentality. You are never going to be happy if you focus on your wants. To be happy, you must focus on your needs. At this point, read books like Think Like a Monk, The Monk Who Sold Ferrari, Siddhartha, or books related to spirituality. If you want to understand more about money making, then click the video which is showing on your screen. I will meet you there.